Pop that right into the center of the lid. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we've got the brand spanking new Makeup by Mario makeup line. Makeup by Mario is beyond iconic in the makeup world. He's Kim Kardashian's makeup artist of like 20 years. So when I found out that he was coming out with a full makeup line of his own, I was honestly just beyond excited to try it out. And oh, you guys, look at these eyes, look at them. The first collection is all eyes, and I feel like you guys are gonna really like them because there's so many different types of products. We actually got to do like a little Zoom with Mario himself, just to learn about the products and learn the inspiration behind them and everything like that. And that was so cool, so helpful actually, to really understand the collection even before, actually testing it out. I like got the inspiration behind everything. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna show you guys start to finish how I did these eyes and how I used all of the products. And you guys are gonna get like the first impression, which I think is so special because it really is like my genuine reaction to all of these products that are amazing. Just gonna put that out there, disclaimer. What's it called? Those like spoiler alert. Subscribe down below. I love you guys so much, and let's get into this review. So just off like my first impression, I feel like a lot of thought went into the packaging, the actual products that he launched with. So he launched with, okay, it's upside down, Rox, it's upside down. He actually launched with all eye products, which I think is pretty unique, but I think his whole thing was always like, it all starts from the eyes, and I'm pretty sure he put that in here. Yeah, collection 1, it all starts with the eyes. So I think it's like a unique take. I mean, judging from like other public figures that like put out makeup lines, sometimes I feel that like, they just go with like the typical thing that they think people will like. Whereas I do really feel like Mario kind of like just put a lot of thought. You'll see what I'm talking about. I already like opened these and like took a little sneak peek at them because I was too excited. So before we get into this, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my brows and my face off camera so we can just focus on products that Makeup by Mario came out with. So there are 2 eyeshadow palettes. There's one that is matte. This one is the Master Mattes. This is the one that actually, for me personally, when I opened this, I just got so excited because I feel like I'm always looking for that perfect nude palette, and I absolutely love that there's all these different tones of nude. Like, it's not just a couple neutral shades. No, there's like, we got tones in here. We got lots of tones to choose from. He was telling us that basically like he studied the evolution of skin tone, and that's where he drew inspiration for these tones that are in here. And he is a big fan of like mixing shades, really contouring the eyes, carving out the eyes with different colors. In this palette, you get, the lighter shades, you get medium shades, you get deeper shades, and I like that there's cool tones, neutrals, and warm tones in there, and a black, which I've said for probably 5 years that in any palette, I personally need a matte black. And we have a really nice ivory shade as well. Oh my God, should I swatch? I'm just gonna go through and swatch all of them, honestly. Shut up. I was just thought I was filming this like for probably 20 to 30 minutes, and I have not been filming anything. I just swatched everything. Oh my God. Oh my God. I literally cannot believe I just did that. I haven't done that in years, and I'm like actually kind of shook right now. Like, this is what happens when I wake up at 6 a.m. to film videos. So these are all the swatches of the eyeshadows that are part of the brand. So we have Master Mattes, Master Metallics, and then these 5 down here are the Master Metals, which are so beautiful. The mattes are almost like silky feeling, very light. Like you can feel the like quality. And then these guys are the Master Metals. So this little palette. And those are really nice too. I was saying the first time that I swatched them that they were like so lightweight, like very thin, and to the point where like it almost feels wet. Like, let me show you guys one of my favorite shades, which is this guy up here, how it swatches. Like, it just glides. I don't know how to explain it. Actually, that's the perfect word to explain it. Maybe I was ahead of myself, but that was the perfect word. And then these guys down here, those are the Master Metals. Really pretty colors. I like that there's kind of like, it's simple, but it's still like a little pop kind of vibe. And they're inspired by Earth's like natural stones, which I think is actually really pretty as well. And you know, for all of us that love neutral makeup looks, I think this is gonna come in handy. You know, if you did like a brown smoky eye, you can pop one of these in the middle and like take it to the next level. So you can use these dry. I swatched them dry right here. This is just straight out of the pan, but they also created this Master Metal Manipulator, which I am completely intrigued about, because basically if this works, it's pretty much going to be a wet or dry formula. You can use them dry, as I said, but you can also drop a few drops of this in here, dip your brush in, and it's supposed to like really take it to the next level. So let's see about this. It actually makes these shadows waterproof as well, so we love a good waterproof moment. I don't know if you could see because my lights, but there's like a little divot right here where you can drop the liquid in, which again, very artistry based. I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, so you can see the comparison between the wet and dry. Not a huge difference in like just how they look, but you really can feel it. Like when you feel the shades, it still can be moved around, whereas this one, I have like all this on my hand right now, but these ones at the bottom, like it feels like it's just gonna be bulletproof. Like it's gonna stay on your eyes, do or die till the end of the night, till the next day maybe even. He was saying that you can mix these together and create your own custom colors. You can obviously use them alone, and then they also can be used for like wing liner. Once you mix them with the metal, they become a lot more like pliable. So you can use them for like wing liner, cut creases. He was even saying like highlight or on the lips, on the décolletage kind of vibes. So really cool palette, and again, just like really focusing in on that artistry aspect. Next product are these Master Eye Prep and Set kits. It's a primer up here, like these are like the eye primers, and then this is like a translucent powder to, you know, either buff out the edges. It's supposed to have blurring powers. And there's 3 different shades. So we have medium, deep, light. Very difficult to hold all these at the same time. Boom! Independent woman over here just figuring life out. And so what he was explaining, which I do think is a really cool idea, you know, these are, like I said, primers up here, but you can use the lighter shade if you really want your eyeshadows to pop. So for me, like if I was gonna use the medium shade, for example, I would use this one if I want, you know, a more dramatic eye look where I want my eyeshadows to be popping on top of it. But if I was going for a more natural look where I'm like, you know, just throwing some bronzer or whatever, everyday glam kind of vibes, then he recommends actually to use the darker one because it almost gives your eyes like a shape and a color with just the primer itself. So the top 2 products are creams. This one is like a powder. Supposed to be like a very light, yeah, it's like a translucent powder kind of vibe. But yeah, I'm very interested in this. Like, we're gonna put them to the test. That's not it, guys. There's still more. There's still more in this collection. So these guys are the Master Crystal Reflectors. These are basically like your, again, like icing on top. And he was explaining it almost like this is gonna be like your sheer wash of like sparkling water on the top of a look. So it's meant to be very, very sheer. Like, that's so pretty. They're all so light. Like, it feels like there's some like moisturizing ingredients in here. It's just gonna be like a shine, a shimmer shine right on the top of the eyelids. Although he said you could also use that on the top of the cheekbones as well, actually. Speaking of highlight, this is the Master Secret Glow. So this is a really interesting product. I actually thought that they had forgotten to put the product in here when I first opened it, but it's actually a clear gloss highlighter. And he was saying that like his main technique, even with full glam looks with powder and everything a full beat, he always likes to go in with something that's more of like a balm texture because it just adds this like beautiful glow that you can't get with anything else. Ooh, I really feel what he was saying. Oh my God, you guys, that was literally like an aha moment. Like I literally was just like, so when we were on the Zoom, he was like, you know, there's some products out there, some formulas that when you do have powder underneath or a full face of foundation or whatever, that balmy jelly texture will actually start to lift the products underneath. So he wanted to create a formula that had grip to it, so it just kind of gripped on top of the makeup that you already have down, whether it's a natural look or a glam look. So why have I dropped this like 7 times? But I want to try this out. And I've never been huge on products like this because I have felt that. Like I always feel like once I put it on, it kind of like starts to break up my foundation, and especially if I have powder underneath, it's like it starts to look just not cute at all. Like it looks good for a photo or two, and then it just starts to like cake and crease and get everywhere, but I'm gonna wear this through the video and we're gonna see what happens with this little formula. She's cute though. Very ethereal, I love it. And then he actually also came out with 4 different liners, which I think is so cool because honestly, it is like liners play a big role in like, you know, an eye makeup look or whatever. So I'm really excited to see this. These ones are so cool to me. So this is called the Master Pigment Pro Pencil in Super Black and then the Perfect Brown. You know I love brown eyeliner. You know I love it. Like that is me. That is me in a liner is the browns. Like I love brown tone liner. But what's really interesting is actually like the packaging and just like how he put it out there. Because basically, so you have your pencil on this side, but it's dual-sided with this little thin brush. I think we all know wings are very intimidating. Wings are hard to, you know, complete correctly and feel like you get them looking even, and they're always like one is different than the other and whatever. So what he is intending for this to be used for is like you can, you know, kind of smudge out your liner and then blend it in with the other side. But specifically for the actual wing, he said to like end the product here and then go like this and drag it out. Very creamy. We got a high creamy alert. High cream alert. That is the black and the brown. And then we have the 2 other liners. There's like a brightening pencil liner for the waterline, which is definitely handy to have. And then this guy is their liquid liner. It's called the Master Matte Liquid Liner in Super Black. And he said that, ooh, the tip looks nice and small and precise. But he said that the formula is super matte. It takes 15 minutes to dry down, and he did that because he wanted you to be able to have time to like go back and fix little things. Like there's nothing worse than having your wing liner and like one side's like this big and one side's small, and then it dries and then it's a mess and then you're like, I don't know what to do. It dries down to be completely matte, waterproof, bulletproof, everything. Then there's also 2 little pencil sharpeners. One's for the white like nude eyeliner, and then this one is for the Master Pigment Pro pencil. And not only that, he graced us with 5 brushes. Whew, feel like I've been talking for 7 years, probably because I recorded the first part twice. But let's go ahead and get to trying these on. All right, so medium prep and set. I'm gonna use it with the EF1 brush. He said that this was like the one that he designed to be used with the prep and set powders or prep and set kits. So basically he like starts to contour the eyes already with the primer itself, like not waiting till the shadows, like start to build it up with the primer. I think what I'm gonna do is take the deeper shade and start to apply this like almost where I would apply a blending shade. And then I'm gonna take the light shade and apply it to the lid. And then I'm gonna take the fluffy side of the brush and kind of dust this right over, which just helps to blur everything out and, you know, get it ready for the shadows that we're gonna put on top. I actually really like the formula of it. Again, very lightweight. I feel like that's a running theme throughout all the products. You know, he's all about almost like that, I would say like soft glam. So everything's blended, everything's soft, but still perfected. Ooh, I like it. It's not like super, at least the medium one for me is not super light, so it doesn't like wash out my eyes, my like eyelid completely. And now we're gonna go in with the mattes. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna take matte 4 and matte 8 and just start to buff this into the crease. So pretty. This could just be such a good everyday kind of palette. That's so cute. That blended like a dream too, like scratchiness, who? You know when eyeshadows tug at your eyelid and then they get patchy? These are just like blending really seamlessly. I like this brush too. This is the EF2. I'm ready, girl. I'm ready for the red carpet. I mean, I haven't left my house in like 4 days, so like I'm ready for anything. I'm gonna take a little bit of this sienna type shade. This is nude 10 or matte 10, sorry, I keep saying nude. I'm just gonna brush that along the outer edge of the eye. Wow, I cannot wait to do like a full smoky eye with this. All right, we're gonna dig into the Master Metallics now. And I mean, I think you already know, I have to do this guy. This is like, it's like a really pretty teal And I'm using the E4, which he recommended is good for pressing the metallics onto the lids. Maybe I'll do a little halo action today. Ooh, this brush is actually very stiff on the end. It's nice for like kind of flicking out the shadow and drawing it out. It's definitely buildable. Like when you apply with the brush, I think it would be different if I applied with my fingers, but when I apply with the brush, it is a little more on the sheer side at first. But I think that makes the products a bit more versatile because you get the option. Like, do you want to build it up and make it like bubble bang, or do you want to keep it on the sheer side, you know? I am gonna take a little drop, one drop of the Manipulator. And I'm gonna dip my finger in and then dip, should I do the blue or should I do the gold? I don't even know. I mean, maybe I'll do the blue just for something different. So I'm gonna take that and pop that right into the center of the lid. Okay, look at that blend. Like even using 3 different formulas, I use the matte, the metallic, and the metals. I feel like it all just blends so seamlessly. This reminds me a lot of Kim Kardashian's like Met Gala look. You know, that really like beautiful wet one where, yeah, I think it was like bronzy burgundy vibes. It reminds me of the look because everything's so seamless, and it's really difficult to get something to look seamless like this when you're using so many different textures. Okay, blue. Who is she? I feel like I'm very like jungle vibes all of a sudden. Okay, I really wanted to show you guys like the wing liner. Like I wanted to test that out, but the way that this look is going, I really want to use the Master Pigment Pro. So I'll definitely try out the liquid liner in a different video because I do want to see this whole 15-minute dry down situation. Because I mean, that one that I swatched is on there. Like it's not going anywhere. At least for the liquid one. Okay, I feel like I should just try it. Even though it's not my like, normally with this type of look, I feel like I would do more of like a smoky moment, but I want to try this liquid liner just to tell you guys like, you know, a review on all of the products of the collection. So I'm gonna start right in the middle and then drag outwards. Okay, I love how black it is. I used to layer 2 liners on top of each other to get my liner to look this dark and this matte, so I really like the finish. As far as the 15-minute dry down time, I feel like mine already dry, like, and it's been 2.5. Only because I have it timing on the camera. This is one of the most matte liners I've tried in a long time. Okay, honestly, I'm just gonna say it. This liner is a vibe. Like it was super easy to get into the inner corners. I really like how the actual wing looked. It was easy for me to clean it up. I think that's what they were talking about with that 15-minute like playability time. It's not something that should intimidate you. It's not gonna like get everywhere. It's not gonna transfer per se. At least on me, it didn't transfer this time when I just did it. But I think it's just more so like you can still go in and it's not gonna be crusty within 2 minutes where a lot of liners are. You can kind of go in and fine tune everything. All right, and then I am literally dying. I don't know why, but I'm dying to use the Master Pigment Pro, just the kohl pencil with the little brush on the end. So I'm gonna go under the lash line. Ooh. She is so pigmented and so creamy. Oh my gosh, it just takes away like every little space between your natural lashes and the liner. I want to use the brown too, but I feel like, well, let's just try it. I don't think it's really gonna go with this eye color too well. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Okay, I love a good smoky lash line. Okay, this is gonna sound really weird, but like I've actually always wondered how Kim Kardashian gets the look like this, where it's like super dark in the waterline and then it almost like fades out into like an ombre smoke. I'm literally ready for the Met Gala. Who's gonna take me? Oh my gosh, you know what I didn't try, which I should try? Let me just try one little situation. This guy, should I just pop a little bit into the middle? And you can use these by themselves or on top of other shadows. I think that did kind of lift it up a little bit more, but I had already kind of used a shade that was so similar from the Metals palette. And this is our finished look. So I feel very like Dark Mermaid vibes, but obviously like you can create so many different looks with the different shades, the mattes, the different textures. I am just so impressed. I feel like it's been a long time since like there's been a collection that was this well thought out. It's so evident that there was a lot of passion and a lot of persistence with this brand to get it perfect. And I mean, the 3 Ps, wow, I just made that up off the top of my head. Passion, persistence equals perfection. TM. I'm just kidding, but honestly, I'm super excited to keep playing around with this. Mario, I think that you did an amazing job. He's probably never gonna see this video, but if he does for any reason, you did an amazing job, and yeah, I'm super impressed. I'm very excited to continue trying everything and, you know, playing around with different combos and just seeing how things go. But yeah, subscribe down below if you guys want to see more. I love you guys so much. Remember, you are beautiful inside and out, and I'll see you in the next video.